Hello, everyone. My name is Daniel, and this is a big urgent message because I believe that August 27th could be it. And this post is going to get straight to it, show you all the scriptures and why we need to pay attention to the coming blood moon. So this post is going to make the case that the day of the Lord could arrive by the end of August, specifically the blood moon coming on August 27th. This is the last blood moon until New Year's Eve entering 2029. So about 2.5 years from now. And that 2.5 years without a blood moon is more than enough to absorb all the remaining flexibility in interpreting the year. And whether what year the cross was, various other rounding errors, inclusive, exclusive, all those disappear when you look. There's no other blood moons on the horizon. Now, according to Scripture, the sun will be turned to darkness, the moon to blood before, and that word before can be in time or in the presence of the great and terrible day of the Lord. So this can be interpreted as a solar eclipse followed by a blood moon. And there will not be another pair of solar eclipse followed by a blood moon until 2033, which would be way at the end of a 7-year tribulation, over 2,000 years from the cross. Now, I'm not relying on blood moons alone to draw this conclusion. There are 4 independent witnesses pointing to this very year, and dozens of witnesses pointing at a full moon, many of which are also pointing directly to a blood moon. So there are also several witnesses that independently identify this month, even before considering whether the moon has a blood or reddish color or not, confirming the sign. So I'm going to move quickly through the facts so that as many can be warned at the last hour as possible. Now, the evidence is so overwhelming that Scripture is practically screaming at those who have eyes to see and ears to hear. The wedding feast is at hand, and yet most are too busy to hear the watchman cry. Most of you will probably not finish this video. Your land, your cars, your oxen, or your wife demand your attention. I'm sure many of you will mock and attack those calling people to the wedding, exactly as Jesus prophesied in his parables. Now, many people are looking for the rapture, but I took a different approach, looking for the day of the Lord, the day of sudden destruction that comes at midnight like a thief. And this is the day that 1/3 of the people and 1/3 of the nations will be burned with fire in a single hour. And this is the day that the world will call World War